and YouTube? It's your boy, the Memphis Accelerate, welcoming you back to the 100 Days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where every day for 100 days, we're dueling with a different deck every single day. Today, everybody, the 76th day of Yu-Gi-Oh! We're in the final stretch of it. And today we're taking a look at the new Ancient Gear support. Ancient Gears recently got a whole bunch of new support to them that allows them to just go even harder with those combos, harder than with those wombos, and hit people really hard, as they have always done. So we got ourselves a new Ancient Gear deck. We'll be showing off the combos and the wombos, the what do's, the what not do's, all that good stuff. And we got a couple of shout outs for today, because important things have happened. First off, Mr. Deverick Phillips, thank you for suggesting today's deck. Nice to see us taking a look at a classic deck with that new support. Love to see it. And I also want to give a quick shout out to a dear friend of mine. We lost him. We lost him recently. And that's Fuckachu, the Spectator from Baldur's Gate 3. Me and my boys were playing Baldur's Gate and we lost Fuckachu, but he went out like a warrior, damn it. He went out like a warrior. So I just want to dedicate this episode to his memory. So we're gonna go at it. We're gonna go out like warriors. We're gonna go out fighting and punching. That's what Ancient Gears do. And so let's go ahead to EDO Pro and show off this deck and have ourselves a good old time about it. Alrighty, everybody, our first opponent of the day, another card game. We want to go second with this deck as often as we can. Very much a going second archetype. And let's see. We got Gear Town. We got our Ancient Gears Advance. Very nice start there. I've got my Tanker. Not bad at all. I've also got Urgent Schedule, so we got a lot of stuff in this hand. I would really wish my opponent would summon something, but we'll make do. We'll make do. So what do we have for our hand here? Let's go ahead and activate our Ancient Gears Advance. We activate this, we get any Ancient Gears spell trap that we want from our deck right to our hand. Very good for getting our Fortress. Fortress, really good in this deck. Helps me stop my opponent from, interrupting my plays. It also lets me get monsters from, well, actually, normally I'd say Fortress, but because we don't have much, I'm going to have to go for Catapult here. Catapult will be better, because I can search out Fortress. I can search it out. I can search that guy out. So let's go ahead and Gear Town. OG field spell. This is the reason whole rule changes happen with field spells, that you activate a new one, they don't get destroyed, is because of this card. People used to be able to set new Gear Towns and blow up the original one, just summon out monsters from the deck out like crazy. And sadly, we can't do that no more. But Gear Town is still here. And once I'm able to do stuff, I'm just going to be like, I activate Ancient Gear Catapult, pop my Gear Town, summon an Ancient Gear from my deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. And Gear Town will do much the same. It'll summon Ancient Gear. It doesn't ignore condition, but that's fine. It's totally okay. What this guy's going to do, I don't know yet, but I do have Cross out if I need it. So we're going to special summon our Dark Golem. He's our other searcher. He's our newest searcher boy. He's going to let me search 2 cards and discard 1, but that's all part of the plan. We'll go for Gear Town here. There we go. Impermanence, you say. I see. Well, that is why we cross out Designate. Let's see. Imperm. Oh no, I don't have infinite perm. This is my infinite impermanence. That's right. Oh. Okay. I'm just gonna prevent any potential Nibiru's in the future. Dang, that sucks. I mean, I can make that work still, but damn, that really hurts. I had to draw my 1 copy of Imperm. Great. Now my opponent's gonna know I have it. Grand. All right, this isn't that big of an issue. I could just summon another Ancient Gear Dark Golem. Not ideal, but I could do it. I'd rather go for other things though. So we still have our normal summon. I'm gonna go for Ancient Gear Wyvern, because he'll search me more stuff. There's a lot of searching in Ancient Gears. We can search out like crazy. So Wyvern's gonna go off. I get an Ancient Gear card from my deck to my hand. And we'll see where it goes from there. I don't have everything I want, but I got a start to it. And then Imperm her. That's why we run Cross out. It's because we don't like to get Impermed. Don't like to get Ash Blossom. Don't like to get Nibiru'd. Don't like any of that nonsense. No, we don't. No, we do not. Let's see. I get summoning additions. That's true. I'm thinking here. I can search many things. And get many cards going. Really depends on what my opponent's doing, because so far he's just, like, really thinking hard. Do I want to imperm something else? Perhaps. Perhaps. Don't know yet. My opponent's... Some people are still grasping at the new power of Ancient Gear Golem and Ancient Gears in general, because they can do a lot more nowadays. So, now that we can search, I like to get the box, because when you search the box, you can add another Earth Machine from your deck to your hand. It just has to have 500 attack or defense. Or defense. So I'm going to add the box, get myself another monster. Let me see, how many things have I summoned so far? Just the 2 monsters, right? Yeah, I've only summoned 2. I didn't even have to banish Nibiru. I just wanted to double check on it. Let's see. Normal summon, sure. Let's get Commander. We'll get that guy going, why not? I don't see a reason why not. So, what we're going to do here is that'll give me a normal summon, an Ancient Gear. So, here's what I do. Summon our Ancient Gear's Commander. He's our new guy. He lets me set my trap right from our hand. He also lets me normal summon more Ancient Gear monsters. If my opponent will allow me to finish my stuff, if you don't mind. This is weird. I don't even know what kind of deck this is yet. I mean, all we've seen of it is Imperm. Isn't that just every deck in the world nowadays? Everybody runs Imperm. Granted, I'm just doing it to stop Imperm, but same difference. So let's go ahead and get our tanker on the board. When he's normal summoned, he summons out another monster. That's the idea. We'll get Ancient Gear Tanker. We'll get ourselves our Ancient Gear box. We'll send the box. It's full of gears, nuts and bolts. All that good stuff. Alright, so 3, 4, 5, 6. Aha, you did, Nibiru. You fool. I already stopped Nibiru. I knew it. I knew you were gonna try that. Alright. So let's just go ahead and do what Ancient Gears do. We're just gonna battle phase. We're just gonna enter ye olden battle phase. And do as we do. Sadly, funnily enough, the new Ancient Gears don't follow the old way. Well, not all of them. Like, Ancient Gear Dark Golem still does it. Old school Ancient Gears had a thing about stopping spell traps when you attacked with them. A lot of the new ones don't do that. You know, it's just a thing. It's just they don't do it no more. Sad, but it's true. Alright, so, well, I've stopped your silly Nibiru. And I can still do... Let me think. I can draw another card of the Ancient Gears Advance. I can make Appaloosa the Bruiser. Have a lot of monster effect negates. And I still have a couple cards I can set down. So, all in all, pretty good. Although, do I want to go for Appaloosa or do I want to go for Blackluster Soldier? I could do either or. Hard to say. Hard to say. There's a lot of good options there, I'm gonna say. Just my opponent allows me to finish my attack, so... Yeah, basically my opponent's just one of those don't let the opponent play decks so far. That's all I can tell about it. You know, of your main starting up strategy is Imperm plus Nibiru. That's just one of those don't let the opponent do stuff decks. Come on, man. Don't you time out on me. Don't you dare time out on me. There's no time for that. No time for that. And I really wish I had my fusion spell right now. I could have gone for Howitzer and OTK'd right there. But I was just a wee bit short. Just a wee bit. So let's go for the main phase 2. And let's see. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, yeah. I can't set my stuff because of Golem. Even though he didn't activate fully, I still can't set stuff. So... let's go ahead and make Ballista first. Just to search out more stuff. So an Ancient Gears Ballista, and I could have gotten 500 points closer to victory, but it wouldn't have been enough to win. But yeah, let's go ahead and add ourselves another god. Let's get Gear Town for later. Just in case. Just in case. And let's go ahead and advance, just in case. Go ahead and ditch the box, draw ourselves another card. I can normal summon high-level dudes for a turn, and my opponent's time has upped. That's a fancy way of rage quitting. All right, well, I don't like to call that a win, but we did kick his butt, basically. So that's the idea of Ancient Gears when we get our Golem negated. You know, if he gets negated, you're kind of just regulated to just, you know, attacking. If Golem had gone off, I could have done a little bit more, searched out some more, done a little bit more damage, probably. You know, I could have gotten my fusion spell. Could have got my fusion spell, could have started knocking this guy around. That was the idea, but unfortunately, it didn't happen this time. But I was right to stop the Nibiru. So, good for duel number 1. Let's go for duel number 2. Show off more what this deck does. There's a lot more Ancient Gears can do when they don't get in perm. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. Alrighty, so now we're going second again, and ooh, this is not a bad hand at all. Got my Wyvern, got my Fortress. We're up against the new Trickstar stuff. I had to duel these the other day. New Trickstar is basically just like old Trickstars, but with more steps. Basically, just make like a link, and the link gets like 1,000 points because of the fusion. Yeah, Trickstar link the points of this card get 1,000 attack. Add a Trickster card from deck to hand with a different name for the cards you control and in the grave. So basically, just give him whatever he wants. Just give him whatever he wants. Give the man all the Trickstars he wants. Don't matter to me. I got a pretty nice hand. I do have my Ancient Gear Fusion. All I need is Ancient Gear Dark Golem on the board, and I can just, you know, go on out. Because one of the best things about Ancient Gear Dark Golem, he counts as the original. And that allows you to fusion out the deck with our Ancient Gear Fusion and make our giant boss monster, which is what we want to do. All right, so light stage. He got the new hoodie. As he add a Trickster Fusion or Diffusion from the deck to the hand if it's used material. Cool. Cool. You're gonna make like 2 of this thing and it's have it big, like 4,000 point Trickster link. I think the strongest link is 2,000, or it's close to it. What on earth is this? Cold Chica. When a monster is destroyed, battle involving Trickster. This card is in the grave. Banish this card. Target destroy monster. Okay. You're just trying to do some. Are you trying to do battle damage and burn? Well, it's more burn damage, not battle damage. You're trying to just do more damage in Tricksters, which are already all about the damage. Let's see, Fusion Summon or Link Summon. Banish this card from the grave. Do a thing. All right, Maiden of the Blue Tears. I do remember this card. It's pretty nasty. Pretty nasty card. If I special summon, he can target me. But thankfully, my Fortress will stop that. My Fortress will prevent him from doing any of that nonsense. All right, so now it's our turn. Let's see what we go here. Let's see. Send a machine. I have a spell trap negate, which is cool. I could just fuse now, but that's not what we want to do. Not yet. Let's activate Ancient Gear Fortress. With this card on the board, my opponent can't do stuff when I normal summon or special summon monsters. I can't be targeted this turn or destroyed this turn by card effects. Really helpful card. Stops imperms, stops all that stuff. What are you gonna do? You gonna incarnate me? No. Trickster Diffusion. Gonna do another fusion summon, you say? Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and urgent schedule. Gonna go ahead. Bait out that Ash Blossom. I knew he had something like that. I had a feeling. Alright. Such is what it is. I mean, I still have advance. I can blow up Fortress if need be and get myself another card. We'll see where this goes. Ouchie. Burn damage. It hurts. That hurts! Stop it. Alright. Sweet guitar. Okay, let me think about this. I can't set Ancient Gear Advance right now because of reasons. It's not allowed. Let's see. I will normal summon Ancient Gear Wyvern. Search myself more cards. Alright, let's see here. What do I want to search though? Because I don't have much at the moment. Don't have as much as I'd like to have. Let's put it that way. I guess I'll just get Box just to deck thin. As one does. Let's get Ancient Gear Box. Use his effect to search out another card. And sadly, I won't be able to do my fusion. But we'll see how this goes. We'll see. We'll see. Destroy my monster by battle, you say? Yeah, I can't use Ancient Gear's Advance. There's a... Let's see. Cannot set cards in turn. Yeah, because I set Ancient Gear Fusion. That's right. If you set a card, you can't... I was not thinking right. Oh, wait, hold on. Ancient Gear Giant. I can summon him. I have 4 Ancient Gear monsters. So, why the heck not? Let's summon our boss monster. Ancient Gear Chaos Giant. He can attack all monsters my opponent controls once apiece. He's also immune to all spell traps. And a bunch of other stuff. During the end phase, this card attack, blah, 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 does the thing. He gets slightly larger. Doesn't really matter to me. Let's go for the battle phase. Yeah, can't use his trap card. Can't use a lot of stuff. So let's attack into all of his monsters. I'm unaffected by battle or monsters as well this turn. Target a Trickstar. Cannot target it for attacks except for that monster. Yeah, I'm immune to traps, remember? I'm immune to your trap effects. It doesn't work. Ha ha ha. Ancient Gears laugh in the face of battle traps. And traps in general. I mean, I can still attack everyone else. I can't attack this one again, but I can attack everybody else. And that's still enough for game right there. So, that's what Ancient Gears do. That's our ultimate boss monster. Our boy attacks everything. Pierce attack, everything. Immune to a lot of stuff. So, good for duel number 2. The new Trickstar cards, they're very nice. I do like that they are more against the burn and more about, like, actual combos. But they can't stand up to this guy. He's too big. So, good on us for duel 2. Let's go for duel 3. Maybe do a duel 4 today. We'll see how it goes. Alrighty, everybody, got a third opponent, a fight in the third. Very appropriate fight in the third, considering our deck. And so far, the Ancient Gear, we haven't gone like full wombo combo, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Ancient Gear Fusion, okay. Gear Town. We have our Ancient Gear Duel. Nice little trap card, which allows it so our Ancient Gear Chaos Giant is just flat out immune to monster effects that activate, so that's pretty nice. We're up against the new, the Gimmick puppets, which are monster effect heavy, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong. We'll see. We'll see indeed. I've got Gear Town. I've got my Ancient Gear Frame, which does get me my spells, but I wouldn't be able to use my Catapult if I did that. So, well, then again, it depends on what we draw. If I get Fortress, I'm pretty sure I can still do a really big number to this guy. Also, I like that the Gimmick puppets, despite all the new stuff, can still find room for Gear Changer. Still can find room for Gear Changer, Chimera Doll, all the middle. We had the original puppets, we had the middling puppets, and now we have the newest puppet, like Bisque Doll. That's one of the middling puppets. This is one of the OGs, the newest. The newest. Mansion of the Unrolled Dolls, which looks more like an Arc Fiend card than anything, but who's asking? I was thinking more like a, I don't know, if you're gonna make a field spell for Gimmick puppets, it should be like a Grand Theater. It's more like this is literally a mansion, not a theater. But then he's got his new card, the Gimmick Puppet Fantastics Maxina, which is essentially just search out Argent Chaos Force Turbo. So we can turn that into the rank 9, which I think searches spell traps or something of that nature. Hey, boo-boo. Yeah, adds a puppet trap. Attach a material, summon a monster from either grave to your opponent's field in defense mode. If a monster is summoned to the opponent's field, specially, you can target one of them and destroy it. Which would normally be a very bad thing for us, but like I said, if I can get my gosh darn Fortress, I will be fine. Hey, I got my gosh darn Fortress, and I ought to be fine. So let's activate Ancient Gear Fortress. Get that going. Activate Gear Town. And chain Urgent Schedule. We can get a couple monsters on the board. So let's get Commander, because we want him in the graveyard. Get Reactor Dragon, because we don't need him that much. Get those two boys going. And now we're going to go ahead and make Ancient Gears Ballista. So, what this guy does is when he is link summoned, I can add an Ancient Gear monster, like my Dark Golem here. Just get him going. I'm going to use Ballista's other effect, where I can pop my field spell in order to reduce a monster's attack to Zippo. Now, also, I do a Gear Town's effect, so I can just summon out my Dark Golem here. Well, I'll summon from the deck. Doesn't really matter which one. Not especially, but we're going to go ahead and show off Ancient Gear Dark Golem's effect. I'm going to search out a couple cards. I'm going to get this one and this one. I can discard anything I want. I'm just going to show off that I can do these things that I can do. Let's activate Ancient Gear Advance, so I can get another spell trap and get another catapult in case I need it. I don't think I'll need it, but just in case. And we're going to go ahead and activate Commander's effect. Very nice. I can set my trap face up right here. So now, when I go into my Chaos Giant, And I can fuse 2 right now if I wanted to. That'll banish stuff. I don't want to do that right yet. That's more of a backup option. More of a backup sort of thing. So let's go from the deck, from the deck, from the deck, from the board, summon our boy. Oh, I guess this is immune to monster effects or something. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter too much, I don't think. I still have my normal summon, too. Let me think. Let me think about that. I can just summon another monster for more damage, if anything else. So let's go for Ancient Gear Frame. And let's just go for Battle Phase. Let's just attack with everybody. Everybody. Okay. So unless he's got something else I'm unaware of. Oh. I should have read the rest of this. Oh, I see. They're all immune to being destroyed by battle. Damn, sucker. That's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Alright, so I can't destroy you. Not yet, anyway. I can make Typhon. What does this do again? Unaffected by opponents, activate non-exceeds monster effects. No, I'm not gonna Typhon there. That would be silly. I'm gonna activate Advance here. Just to draw another card. Get myself another Gear Town. Then I could pop Gear Town. I don't need to do that just yet. I think I'm okay. I think so. I mean, if anything else, it's like, what does he have that can stop my Ancient Gear Giant? He's immune to all spell traps. His normal trap that he uses to steal stuff doesn't work on us. Activated monsters don't do anything because I have my trap card here. So unless he can make a monster that's 9,600 attack and beat over Gear Frame, I think we're okay. I could be mistaken as to what his cards do, but I'm pretty sure we're okay. Pretty sure. A little cocky at the moment, but you know what? Slightly justified when I have the 4,500 beat stick that's immune to almost everything. Almost, I say. If he had kaijus, that would be a problem, but I have a feeling he doesn't run kaijus. Then again, you could in Gimmick Puppets, couldn't you? Like the level 8 ones, like Dogaran and, what's his name, Radian. Is Radian level 7 or 8? I don't remember. I know Gamma Shield's level 8. Yeah, you could run some. You could run some. You could. You could. Okay, Giant Grinder. Yeah, that would normally really work on me. That would normally work on me, but not quite at the moment, sir. Wait a minute. Ancient Gear Golem. Oh, wait. Ancient Gear Giant is not currently counted as Ancient Gear Golem. Wait, why is that? Okay. This is not a problem. Shouldn't be. He hasn't realized it yet. Wait a minute. I thought that this counted as Ancient Gear Golem. Or mentioned it. It does not do either one of those things. Slight mistake there. Doesn't matter. Does it matter? No. I still have the ability to fuse stuff. I have to have Ancient Gear Golem. Oh no. That's not good. My opponent might still be able to out my everything. Maybe I should have made Typhon after all. Gimmick Puppet Leo! Alright. Yeah, I forgot that this protects like Ancient Gear Golems, but it doesn't protect Giant. Which you'd think it would allow you to, but I guess not. Okay, Disaster. My goodness. My boy is going for something big. Big and tough and tough and big. That's material, inflict 1,000 damage to the opponent. I see. Alright. Well. That's a thing. Monster special summoned. Oh, summon a monster from either grave to the opponent's field in defense. Gonna give me Disaster Leo. Oh, that's... Wait. Yeah, you should be able to do the other effect, right? Pop my Leo? Burn me for 3,200? I don't know. So far he hasn't. He's just gonna give me more monsters. Are you gonna steal these all back with your trap? Is that the plan here? It could be. It could be. No. He's gonna pop Magnet. So why did it not destroy Leo? I don't. Oh, it's because he's gonna use Giant Grinder for that. I see. Ouchie. All right. Giant Grinder indeed. And yeah, that is unfortunately game. My own oversight is. Wait, why? Oh yeah, it's because it's not an Exceed. I don't take burn damage. Not that it matters. I think I've lost either way. My hubris has come up stops. My hubris has come up. Yeah, there's the weakness of this deck, is that this is totally mutable to monster effects outside the battle phase. Yeah, Ancient Gear Golem is fine, but that guy isn't. The fusion I was thinking about was actually like Megaton dude and Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. Those guys, if you fuse into them, this protects them. Wait a minute, hold on. You fool! You've activated Ancient Gear Fortress's effect. I can't bring back that guy, but I can bring back Dark Golem in attack mode. Because let's go ahead and use Ancient Gear Dark Golems, and I could fuse. I can do that. So let's add to the hand. Add a box. Add. Doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna get cards out of my deck that I don't need. So ditch this. Ancient Gear box. Hello. And I could just fuse into another Chaos Giant. That's true. I could do that. Let's wait a second before we do anything crazy. Let's add our Ancient Gear Dragon. All right. Yeah, because this guy's immune to every monster effect, and now I can fuse again. My opponent, we're both hubris people. You know, my opponent was hubris in that he thought if he blew up my stuff, nothing bad would happen. I was because I thought my monster was immune to everything. Stop burning me. That's not nice. What is this doing? Okay, you're trying to do something to my guy, so I'm not gonna allow that. I don't know what you're trying to do, because I don't see anything that says anything about that here. Target monsters. Ah. My opponent timed up. I'm gonna have to call that a loss, actually. Normally I would say, well, he timed up, he won. Or I won, but no, he was gonna steal my monsters, and then I wouldn't have been able to fuse. I could have made Howitzer, but that was like it. That was about it. Maybe I could have also, let me see. Maybe I could have still made Giant. I don't know. I think it says that I have that Ancient Gear you control. I don't know if that includes the one in my graveyard or not, but regardless, I'm going to call that a loss just in case. You know, that's fine. You know, honestly, my opponent deserved to win because he had a really nice Gimmick puppet deck. And honestly, I was being too cocksure of myself with this trap, thinking it made me immune to everything. So let's go ahead for a fourth duel today, pick ourselves back up, and hit them with the grind. Alrighty, everybody, our fourth and final opponent. Last chance at romance. Let's go all out. Summon our big boys. What do we have for an opening hand? I hope he doesn't try to imperm me. That's all I have to say. We have Cyber Dragons. Let's see here. This adds Cyber Spell Traps. I kind of want to stop that and hope that this works. Cyber Dragons, the ancient nemesis of the ancient gears. Modernism versus oldism, you know, that sort of thing. So, yeah, I had Clockwork. I kind of considered that in my deck, but, you know, it didn't really fit too well. But it is something you could do. It is something you could do. All right, let's go ahead. Let's urgent schedule. And I have Crosshead if I need it, but hopefully we'll not need it. Let's go for Commander, so I can set my card. Let's get Golem, because he's the guy we summon here. And I would love to search, but I cannot. It's fine. Come on, click the button. Thank you. Let's go ahead and summon out our boy Ancient Gear Ballista. Now, sadly, all my machines... It's weird how this works on just anything machines. Well, that's how it works. That's literally what the card says. My machines get weaker, his gets stronger. Not very cool. I was just gonna say. So I'm going to go and use Ancient Gear Commander here. I'm going to activate my Ancient Gear Reborn right from the hand. I can't use it yet, but I have it, just in case I need it. Let's see here. I can normal summon a machine, but I'm just going to special summon machines and stuff and things. So to reduce Mirage, let's go ahead and Gear Town. And I'm going to go ahead and summon, let's see. I kind of want to get Tanker. I want to get Tanker because Tanker will let me summon my Reactor Dragon. You know, this won't be like the prettiest board I've ever seen, but it's something. Oh wait, better yet, Dark Golem. I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, Reactor could have popped this, but, you know, Golem lets me get more stuff. And this is an Ancient Gear, so, I know, see, that's a hard one. I gotta discard one of the cards, so let's get Catapult as our discard option. I want to get Ancient Gear Fusion. Is that the right call to make, though? 45, 55. It's not even game right there, and he probably has Chimeratech Fortress Dragon is the problem. I'm gonna get this just in case. Just in case I need it. Let's put it that way. And let's see, I can pop my Ancient Gear Reborn to get a token, but I really don't see the point in that. I can tribute these two for a little more damage. That I can do. So let's do that. Let's summon out the OG Ancient Gear Golem. And let's battle phase. Alright, so not quite what I was expecting to see happen. But either way, you know, I've got some damage on the board. I've got my Ancient Gear Reborn to revive my Dark Golem. To, you know, prevent OTKs and whatnot, so it's something. It's something. I can't set this, that's right. If only he had 1,000 life points left, I could have burnt him with Howitzer. But I didn't. So we'll see where this goes. Ancient Gears are OTK demons. So it's possible he could OTK me. But what I'm expecting to happen, and what I have planned around, is that he's going to summon some Cyber Dragons. He's either going to try and make Infinity, or he's going to just straight up try to use Chimeratech Fortress Dragon, which is what I expect him to do because he's playing Clockwork Knight. To turn everything into machines. Yeah, there you go. So he'll make his Chimeratech Fortress Dragon, as I expected him to do. Let's see. I can just summon my monster at any point. I just want to be careful with it. I want to be careful with it because you never know what else he's got. Nasher the Basher. Summon back Cyber Dragon. Make Seeger. Try to double the attack of Fortress Dragon. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I've played too many Cyber Dragons to not see where this guy can go. I've played too many duels with Cyber Dragons over the years. Yep, there he is. There's Seeger the Digger. Digger? What's a Digger? Alright. So he's going to attack with Cyber Dragon Seeger. I'm not going to use the effect of Reborn just yet. Okay. Now we use this. Ancient Gear Reborn, revive Dark Golem, please. Please don't have Called by the Grave. Thank you. Appreciate you. Alright, let's keep doing the thing. Ancient Gear Dark Golem. Search me more stuff. More importantly, you're just Ancient Gear Golem, and that's going to allow me for hopefully the win. That's still going to be hard. Let me think about this. I need to do something about Seeger. So what I'm going to do is add box, and I'm going to add Dragon. Yes. Yes. Add these two. Discard Reactor Dragon. That way box will go off, get me more stuff. Because in order to out Seeger, I'm going to have to beat over Seeger. And the only way I'm going to do that, let me double check. This card did not declare target machine control. Yep, that's going to be hard. That's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy to out the Seeger. Because he just... Wait, hold on one second. No. I was about to say this only works on lights. That's not the case. No. Seeker works on any machine. So the problem is going to be that Fortress Dragon is gone. Never mind. Same original type and level. Oh, no! He had an OTK engine on that. Oh, come on. All right, well, that's fair. At least he played something cool with Cyber Twin Dragon. Okay. Well, that is unfortunate, but it is how it goes sometime. I mean, we were set up to start going again, but yeah, the fact that he had a Clockwork Knight really made it hard. I didn't have enough damage on board to OTK with that thing around, and gosh dang it. So that's how it goes some days. So let's go ahead for the end screen. We'll talk more about Ancient Gears. Alrighty, buddy. So the new Ancient Gears, little disappointing. It went 2-2. You could argue I won the third duel, but I'm gonna say no for today because, you know, time ups are like a weird thing. Like, do you win? Do you lose? Depends on the situation. You know. So I'm gonna say 2-2, which is below what I would expect from Ancient Gears. They can do a hell of a lot of damage. They can set up so many monsters on the board, do so much damage. It's crazy. I mean, the Dark Golem alone, just a fantastic search option. Just get 2 cards, ditch the cards you don't need. Cards we have in our deck, we can just put in the grave and get pluses later. It's a beautiful thing. So we got to see a good chunk of what our deck does. You know, it's about summoning out that Dark Golem, summoning out Tanker and Commander, and doing all the monsters on the board. Good old Wyvern searching out all their stuff. Fortress protects us, all the good stuff. Chaos Giant just annihilates boards, the works. We didn't get to see all the fusions, sadly. I mean, we have Ancient Gear Ultimate Golem. He has pierce damage, and, well, he can revive Ancient Gear Golem, which it's not much, but he is rather big. He's almost as big as Giant. We have Megaton Dragon, who can attack multiple times. That's cool. Howitzer, unaffected by all cards, can burn your opponent, and also summons Ancient Gears from the deck. So there's a lot of stuff this deck can still do. I wish I had more time today to do it, but is what it is. We got to see at least, you got a good taste of the Ancient Gears. You know, they're a very powerful bunch. I highly recommend giving them a shot. So here's the deck list, everybody, in case you want to try this deck out, and we'll talk about tomorrow's deck. So for the main deck today, we want 1 copy of Nibiru, just for our cross-site designator targets that. We have Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon, which can pop back row when it attacks. We have our Ancient Gear Dark Golem at 2, one of the original Ancient Gear Golem, because, you know, it's still very useful in the deck. 1 Ancient Gear Dragon, which is a monster, or it's a spell trap negate. By ditching monsters from the hand, it's a spell trap negate. We have 3 copies of Wyvern, because it searches any Ancient Gear card. 2 Ancient Gear Frame is spell trap searching, and it has another effect if it's destroyed by a card effect, but that rarely happens, but it is something. We have Ancient Gear Tanker, which just summons some more monsters from our hand, and we can pop one of our face-up cards to give everything that's Ancient Gear Golem or mentions it a big 600-point boost. 2 Commanders. This allows us to ditch cards, get additional normal summons, and sets up our traps. 1 Box, because we search out the box and it searches out more cards. More cross-out targets and Ash Blossom and Droll Lockbird, because we just don't want to be... We want to be hit by cards like this. 1 copy of Harpy's Feather Duster for back row heavy decks, because not all the Ancient Gears prevent spell traps from being played when they battle, but, you know, it's good just in case our opponent's playing Floodgates and the like. Triple Catapult, because we like to pop our field spell, pop our Ancient Gear Fortress, get more monsters on the board, get more and more monsters on the board popping these things. 1 Ancient Gear Fusion is plenty. We do fusion summon. We don't fusion summon, like, you know, multiple times in one duel if we can help it. Once is usually good enough. There is another Ancient Gear I was thinking, like the Ancient Gear Hound, who does allow you to fusion summon, which you could also run. Let me just put him in here real quick so I don't forget about the poor guy. Why on earth am I in the alternate formats? Get out of here. There he is, Hunting Hound. That's another option there for you. So yeah, there's Hunting Hound as well. Let's see, Call by the Grave, obvious thing for, again, stopping hand traps. Couple urgent schedules, because it summons out Earth Machines, and we are like all Earth Machines in here. Got our cross-site designator to stop all those hand traps and things. 3 of the new Ancient Gear Advance. It adds to any spell trap of the Ancient Gear variety when you activate the thing. And you can tribute your monsters, draw more cards, and it lets you summon out your high-level Ancient Gears without tributes for a turn. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Triple Fortress, because it just protects our boys from all the nasties for the turn that they're summoned. And if it does get destroyed, you can summon an Ancient Gear from the hand or the grave, and it's a very nice cut. The 3 of the original Gear Town, pretty obvious combo here with the Catapult. Just activate it, pop it, you get 2 Ancient Gears out of your deck. This is pretty nice. Again, with the Imperm, that's for cross out. 1 copy of Reborn, which, gosh dang it, almost worked. It almost worked out for us. But yeah, this revives our monsters from the graveyard, which is very nice. It gives them a slight boost. Doesn't really matter too much that, but being able to recycle Dark Golem on your opponent's turn is never a bad thing. And lastly is the Ancient Duel, which lets me fusion summon our fusions from our, you know, it gives us more fusion option. Allows us to banish our cards in order to do fusion summons. And what was the other thing? Yeah, the monster that fuses is going to attack 3 times during the battle phase. So that's a pretty nice card. Pretty nice card, but one of us is fine with that. As for the extra deck, we have 2 copies of Ballista for searching out Gear Town and other Ancient Gear monsters, and we can pop our face-up spell traps in order to weaken our opponent's monsters, so that's good. Good old SP Little Knight, just as a generic sort of Link monster. We have Blackluster Soldier, which I like because we do have high-level monsters. Having something that's unaffected by card effects, well, not unaffected. He can't be targeted or destroyed if you have a high-level monster form. So, it's just something I like. Good old Appaloosa the Bruiser. Just link off a few monsters, get a whole big old 4 potential monster effect negates. Good old Appaloosa. Never wrong without it. We got ourselves we have 1 Dingirzu. Boom. 1 Dingirzu, 138 is like the most generic rank 8 exceeds monsters in the world. This just removes stuff, and it can also attach machines to itself as material, so that's synergy there. And then just, you know, spell negates. Spell negates are on the Titanic Galaxy. 1 copy of Typhon, if you happen to need Typhon. 1 copy of AA Zeus, if you happen to need AA Zeus. That sort of thing. 2 copies of Howitzer, just as burn, unaffected, wall, and it summons out Ancient Gears when it gets destroyed. 1 Megaton, because it can, you know, stop your opponent playing spell traps when you attack. And if it's using Ancient Gear Golem as a material, it can attack multiple times in the battle phase. Or if you just use Ancient Gear Duel, it'll do the same thing. We also have an Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem, just as like our alternate sort of big boss monster. He really just does pierce damage, but if you can summon him out with Ancient Gear Duel, he's almost just as good as Giant. And then there's Giant too, because he is our biggest, baddest boy. So that's today's deck, everybody. Tomorrow is day 77 of the 100 days. And we're taking a look at an interesting one. This is Trap Tricks with Vernisylphs and some other stuff based on something I saw on an episode the other day, which somebody wanted me to try and replicate to some degree. So that's what we're going to try and do. So show up for that one if you'd like. But for now, thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, smack the like button. Consider subscribing if you want to help the channel grow. And until next time, everybody, y'all stay safe and stay happy. And you have a good one.